This right here is what causes so much medical trauma, because the support person, therapist, whoever, whatever you want to call them, they're using agendas, not intentions. Let's compare them. So this psychologist here or therapist has an agenda. They've gone, okay, Scott, you're my new client, this is what you're presenting with, and now this is what I'm going to do with you. We're going to have these many sessions, I'm going to get you from here to here, it's going to be all good, you're going to do these strategies because I know everything. And if we don't get to that space after those sessions, there's obviously something wrong with what you're doing. And of course, when things don't work out so didactically, then what happens is there's a lot more shame spiraling happening and a lot more blame shifting happening back to the person already dealing with mental health or mental illness. Now compare that to someone, a therapist, psychologist, whoever, who has an intention. All their intention is to simply come into the session with active listening, seeing what the client's talking about, actually hearing what they're saying. They're still going to provide some options that are based in what they believe to be best practices, but they're not going to tell people what to do. They're going to simply provide them with some options, and they're going to give them pros and cons, and then really empower them to be able to make a choice and be active within their own treatment. Now the difference there is that may still go to shit, may still not work. Those treatment options, those different kinds of therapies may still not work, but you've had an active choice, you've been part of that, and there's no shame in that process, and it's not a set and forget sort of scenario. It's simply, this is what I think could be good for you, this is why, this is what could happen, that may not be as beneficial, this is another option, what would you like to do? And this option's a lot more fluid, because rather than saying we're going to go step by step, it's actually supporting that person to become a bit more independent in their own treatment and their own care. Anyway, it's more of a conversation about where we're going, but it's not led by the therapist, it's led by the client, which is the way it should be. Whereas in situations like this comment, unfortunately it feels just like this person who's providing support or therapy, I'm using those very loosely, are simply just wanting to grab some coin, put the onus on the client to put in all the effort without really providing any support. And really what they're probably doing is drumming up a lot more business, because all they're doing is traumatizing people a lot more.